With me now is Penina Shapiro. She is the Youth and Young Adults Manager with the One Family organization, an organization dedicated to helping youth deal and process the loss of a family member due to war or terror attacks. Penina, thank you so much for being with me. In this coronavirus time, what is the challenge for you in order to help someone who lost a sibling or a friend or a parent to a terror attack or in war when they can't go to the grave or they can't go together and be in person with someone for therapy or for emotional support? Everything has to be done at a distance. How challenging is that?
Okay, first of all, thank you very much for hosting me. As you say, it was really, we had a lot of thought being put into this day, because usually me and all my staff, all our counselors, all our volunteers, in this Memorial Day, we are always with all our children on this day. We go to the grave, we go to the ceremonies, we're with them in their homes, and this is basically the first time we have to be able to send a very big hug and a lot of support through technology. At the end, what we have decided to do, and the day isn't over, but what we see is working. The children are really looking for this. Last night, there was the main ceremony of One Family that was on YouTube and Facebook and everything, and we decided in the youth community to basically show it through Zoom so that kids who don't want to be alone by watching the ceremony will be able to be together. And there were many, many children who participated through the Zoom, and we watched the ceremony together. And today at the morning at 11, we did the same thing. We opened up the Zoom and we said any kid that doesn't want to stand alone during the siren and wants to be together should come together. And there were hundreds of kids this morning all together. We had some other specific children who spoke, one about their brother, one about their father that were murdered. And just getting together and seeing all the faces on the screen gives a lot of strength and power for all these children. And after that, today, during the day, each group that they're divided into age groups is getting a specific workshop, a therapeutic workshop of all the children of their age, speaking about their feelings and their emotions. And we're really trying to do our best by a big, big hug from a distance, even though it's very hard. Yeah,
as President Reuven Rivlin said in his address last night, that we are crying together, but we are crying at a distance. Penina, tell me more about what questions the One Family organization is getting, the kinds of concerns and questions that the children want answered during this pandemic.
I'll give you one great example. We had this kid, he's 13 years old. He had a bar mitzvah a few months ago. After Layla Seder, this kid spoke to his counselor and was telling him how hard it was for him, Layla Seder, because his father was killed a few years ago, and he only has one sister and his mother. And usually they do Layla Seder with all their relatives and a big family. And this year, since they couldn't, it was only the three of them. And he had to be, as he said, Ha'aba shel HaSeder, the father of the whole Leil HaSeder. And he had to hide the afikomen. And he was crying and telling how hard it was for him to be the one that couldn't look for the afikomen because he was the one that was hiding it. Now, this is a small story of a small 13-year-old boy, but this is something that our families are dealing with because that they're so alone. And even not only today on the Memorial Day, during this whole time, the whole Corona time, it is very, very hard for them to deal with all the restrictions.
That's a very eye-opening story, that one small story illustrating really the struggle for so many families. Thank you so much, Penina, for being with us and for the work you do. We'll move